And then the third one is the principle of vibration. Nothing rests, everything moves, everything vibrates.
That's what we talked about frequencies before.
Mm-hmm.
When I said the sound waves goes like this, everything is moving on different frequencies, different vibration. I mean, it's obvious based upon you feel high vibrations and low vibrations. So once you master this vibration on this concept of vibration, you're actually mastering your moods, feelings, and what you project and what you accept throughout this world. You can, and then of course, this health is nothing but a vibration. Happiness is nothing but a vibration. Prosperity is nothing but a vibration. All these things that people want is nothing but a vibration. You don't chase vibrations. You become those vibrations. So I don't chase prosperity. I became prosperity. There's a difference. That happens in the thinking. I don't have to read that book to become rich dad, poor dad. You know what I'm saying? I just become daddy. What you want to be, you project yourself by becoming it. You know what I'm saying? They tell you in those type of books, you want a Ferrari, you hang with Ferrari people. You buy the Ferrari gloves. You wear a Ferrari jacket. You have Ferraris on your wall. You pretend you're in a Ferrari every day. You're in a hoopty like a motherfucker. My Ferrari. You know what I'm saying? You got to put it around you and become it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Doesn't mean you're going to get it for whatever other reasons in your blocked mind. Mm-hmm. But that's your best chance. Because they understand you have to become these things. Principle of vibration. Mm-hmm. Most of us think we're going to be rich because we spend our time trying to be rich. So that means you always try to be. That's why when niggas get money, they spend that shit real quick. Because they lost. They out their element. They need to get in a place where they hustling. Where they grinding. Because they spend all their time vibrating on that frequency. I'm in the hustle. Then, oh shit, I got some money. What do I do? Well, I better buy lobster in a gold chain. I better hurry up. You know what I'm saying? And then you broke again, like, yeah, but you feel comfortable back in that grind. That's why when white people who are rich, you be like, look at that nigga's sneakers. Remember we used to do that? He got some dirty sneakers. But they be filthy rich. Because he's born from that frequency. You don't need to put on Nikes and be dressing up. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I'm 2 Chainz, nigga. 2 Chainz. You gotta do all that shit. Them fucking dances. Do all that shit. Prove you balling. Because they are from it. So really, and that's a big part of magic. We need to know how to put ourselves in that moment. That's what the power of the now is. Getting in the vibration of what it is that's happening right now. All that ties into the laws of attraction. But that's the laws of attraction, which is in the principle of cause and effect, is why it didn't work, because they don't know the rest of these fucking laws. Simple as that. So vibration, love is a vibration. Actually, love, I have it measured at 500 hertz, and fear at 150 to 200 hertz. That's measurable. That's in David R. Hawkins' book, The Power of Force. Wayne Chandler told me about this book, and where they're able to measure fear at 150 to 200 and unconditional love at 500, and then they tell you the things that happen in the DNA. That I just told you. Frequencies. Listen to this. When compared to unconditional love, vibrates at 500 hertz. The Institute of HeartMath did research on fear-based emotions and found that when fear is present, the strands of the DNA tighten, shrivel, and become rigid and inflexible. On the other hand, when the vibration of unconditional love or the presence of happiness, love, and gratitude, they unwind, lengthen, and become more like a sponge for positive energy coursing through the human body. So there you have it. They already did where the frequencies change your DNA. That's what I just got finished telling you. The DNA was like this. You got low frequency music. Fuck you, nigga. I'ma kill you, bitch. Fuck you, nigga. You's a whole little bitch. Drugs, nigga. We got drugs, nigga. Hannah Montana. Come on, nigga. That shit is love. Nigga telling you gonna kill you on a ragged all day? Ain't nobody till somebody kills you. Well, you want to tell me that's high frequency?
Right. Can't be.
Right, can't be. Just by its definition.
Right.
It's the spreading fear. You sit there, go, wow, that was a real ghetto story. But actually, that's exactly what it was, a real ghetto story. And it puts you in a place where you go, that nigga's a deep poet, Biggie, but at the same, or Tupac, but that nigga shoot him up. You know what know what I'm saying? Versus this, Dear Mama. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he came through, he's a former Ma'at. That's why he was on both sides of the coin. But see, when you say Dear Mama, we sit there and we like that just as much too. That's why it had the potential. Don't you know we love you, sweet lady, and all that shit. We like, yeah, Sally had a baby and all this shit. So we know it has the potential to give you more unconditional and make you think that way. It activates more the DNA. You see, your shit shuts down with fear. So why you think they're showing you get killed in every movie?
Shit, how about everything that they show for every, black teen or young black adult that gets killed? By putting that on constantly, that's causing vibration.
Loving hip hop, you know what I'm saying? They make you think there's no hope. You watch that shit, you know what I'm saying? Love all that shit, yeah, and the constant fear, like you said, of teenagers. It's endless because, again, they know this vibratory frequency of fear, because there's only really two emotions. There are fear-based emotions and love-based emotions. And they know this shit just the DNA shrivels, become rigid, tightens, and when it becomes a sponge for information when it's open.
That's big.
Yeah, it is.
That's big right there. Okay. So in there you talk about ways to basically increase the vibration. And one of the things you talk about is doing things like spiritual baths, which, helps increase the vibration as an example.
Yeah, because we're these low frequency routines, if you deal with them enough. In other words, if you listen to enough Lil Wayne, 2 Chainz, and all of these Armageddon-ass rappers talking about nothing but the same shit. We got pussy, we got drugs, we got money, and all this shit. What starts to happen is, based upon this repetition, you start programming yourself for that. I can get a little bit deeper. You also create deities. There's a book called Creating Magical Entities. I think about Michael Cunningham or David Cunningham, one of them. Creating Magical Entities. In it, he tells you all the methods of creating different type of entities. You can actually create what all the shit you see, these gods and goddesses, were created from someone's mind. So your creation happens in the mind. We're serving these gods, but we created these gods to serve us. That's what was real. Now, but on a smaller day, we do it all again. They're called thought forms. Based upon your thoughts, eventually take formation. And it lives within inside your aura. Your aura is projected by your 7 chakras. There's 7 layers. In 3D, your chakras are your aura. And based upon your emotions within each aura, you actually create what we call our physical reality. So, the guy was saying, I'm always clumsy. It never happens to me. I never get the girl. Oh, I knew it was always going to happen to me. Or the guy says, I always get bitches. Why? Wow. Shit goes by, whatever. You actually created an entity that is serving you, that lives in your aura, based upon your thought or your thought formation. So to correct or clean your spirit, that's what spiritual baths are for. That's what all that smudging is for, to clean out the thought forms in your home. The thought forms of low energy gets attracted to corners in your house. So in fact, that's why when you were little and you had a lot of energy, your parents say, go stand in the corner. You were standing in the corner, your energy would show down, because that's where energy settles down. So all the bullshit of the day, this bitch at Walmart cut me off, my boss acting like an asshole, when you bring it at the end of the day, all that shit resides in the corners in your house. So when you're smudging, you clean out the corners, salt in the corners, the salt crystals absorb low frequency energy. So you may feel a certain, so you go to certain people's house, be like, oh my God, I gotta get out of here. You go to certain people's house, like, it feels good in here. Because the high vibration is in the house. So the spiritual bath does that for your aura. But if you think the same, you're going to rehash those entities.
Message.
So you're going to have to.
Message.
So you're going to have to do things to make sure your thinking is now changed from whatever it is you previously were thinking. If you're thinking you broke before, you take a spiritual bath. If you still think you're going to be broke, you'll be broke. You at least know you're going to have to address that. Why? The mind is all, and the universe is mental. So even though this thing will give you a physical boost, you'll be right back there if you think the same way.